5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're in the right place. Online, on the web, and on air. All over the world.
Talk radio.
You hear us, we hear you.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back this lovely Sunday even.
It was sunny today.
Yeah, it was quite sunny today. Sunday evening. Hope you're all well and raring to go. Good evening, Andy707. Nice to see you in the chat room. A bit early. You're not at bingo. So, we've got people on, but we haven't got people in the chat room as yet. Jamie, GQ. That's Ghost Quest to us.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. How are you? Well, we've...
And Andy says he is at bingo.
He is at bingo. Oh, good. Well, at least he's listening. Well, we're going to have a bit of a good night tonight, hopefully. We've got our dear friend Alison, Wynne, Ryder coming on later. So, Andy says he's on the chat. So, but we've had a bit of a quiet week, haven't we, Steve?
We have.
But you've been looking on the news, haven't you, to see what's going on?
I like quiet.
I like quiet weeks. So
I can chill.
Yeah. So, and I like the fact that we're on a Sunday now because it means we can get everything out of the way over the weekend, whether it be an invest or a mind, body, and spirit, and obviously the show. So.
An actual mind, body, and spirit can be a bit awkward depending on where we are.
Yeah, this is it. So we're at the Derby one in a couple of weeks, aren't we?
Yes. So it'll be a bit of a rush back.
Yes, it will be. So we hope that our Sandman over in Norwich, who's somewhere around, can't see his name in the chat room at the moment, but hopefully he'll be around and on hand for us to do a quick 1-2 before we get cracking. Hey, Steve.
Oh yes.
Well, the viewers are clocking up. But we need them to come into the chat room because that's where it all happens, okay? Because what happens is you talk among yourself, don't they?
They do. I got a fair bit. One of my little things was a bit long, so.
Yes. Well, as I say, we've got. We want you in the chat room. We want you to open up and tell us who you are and get to know everyone there and have a bit of a laugh and a joke, because they have plenty of that in there, and also conversation, because we also like to know what you think about the paranormal news that's coming up. Let us know what you've been up to, so you can also give us a call as well. And as I say, later on we'll be talking to Alison, Wynne, Ryder, who will be here talking to us about Reiki and other spiritual and things, because she's also a Reiki master, she's an angel magic teacher, she's a clairvoyant medium, and she's also going to be on hand giving you a reading tonight if you're lucky enough to join us. Now, if you want to join us on Skype and have a reading via Skype, or talk to us on Skype and talk later about what you've been up to and what you haven't been up to, then you can call us on the KTPF.paranormal show. You know, so yes, there's that, or you can ring us later on 0844 414 3982, and we will be pleased to chat with you. So please don't forget, we are here. This is your show, not ours, yours. We try and bring what we can around the paranormal world, whether it be ghosts and ghoulies.
That's just
ghoulies. Ghoulies.
That's just broke the illusion. I thought it was my show.
Oh, did you? And also we also have UFOs and stuff like that when we get that time, don't we?
We do. As Ghost Rider's just come in. He said it sounds great.
That's all right then. We like the sound of that. Don't forget, you are also our eyes and ears out there in internet land, because we are unfortunately tied by livestream.com, which means, being American, if they go down, we have to go down with them, unfortunately. Yep. And but please, if it does happen, just refresh, or we will refresh and we will be right back at you. So please don't go away. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, and also, if you find any news out there, anything that might be interesting to people, bring it into us. Put it on the KTPF page on Facebook and
or even in the forum.
I know.
Nobody uses the forum. We need to get you in the forum as well. So why don't you join the forum and introduce yourself and tell people about you and everything else, and join in with the discussions that are there as well.
And I will check the link and bring it up. Which is what I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
Oh, right then. But we need to get them in the chat room and in the forum.
I know we need them in the forum.
It's a weekly thing. Or rather, it's not a weekly thing. It's a daily thing. So, so
the forum's always there. If you've got something to say, put it up.
Yeah.
And see what people's
we cover everything in there. Religion, ghost, cryptozoology, paganism, stuff like that. And spooky stuff. Everything spooky.
Yeah.
So, so get in there. And don't forget, if you've missed a show, then you can always find them on our KTPF Extra radio replay over on YouTube. And the link is on the right-hand side of the front page. So, zombies in Norwich.
Apparently.
I wonder if that's got anything to do with the football today.
No, they weren't zombies. They were definitely moving properly.
Were they?
Oh, yes.
Well, one stage I thought they had bikes on the ground.
Only because I told him to get on his bike.
I don't know. But anyway, so as I say, please get involved. Come into the chat room, because I can't really acknowledge you if you're not in the chat room. As I say, at the moment we've got Andy707, we've got Jamie from Ghost Quest, and we have Ghost Rider 2873. So
yeah, and he says no, that's just the people there in Norwich. That's just the way they are.
Yeah. So in Norwich.
They were twitchers.
But we have got a few listeners on there as well. So please don't be afraid to come in and join in.
Yeah, come and say hello.
Okay.
Right, shall we go through this little bit here?
Yeah.
Right, I got a question, and you can tell me afterwards. Is this the scariest road in America? Okay. Excuse me. Take this out of my ear, because it sounds weird listening to myself. I caught the seconds after I've said it. Ghost sightings, KKK meetings, witches, even druid ceremonies, named for the mysteriously vanished settlement of Clinton Road in West Milford, Passaic County, New Jersey. It scared the hell out of people for decades. It's quite possibly the most terrifying road in America. And this is why, he says. Cut through a heavily wooded area with almost no houses. This road lets your creepy imagination run wild. You'll have plenty of time to muster the courage to travel north on Clinton Road, as the traffic light at Route 23 and Clinton Road also holds the record for being the longest light in America. Once onto Clinton Road, get ready to be freaked out. And we start with the Ghost Boy Bridge. Near the Clinton Reservoir, you'll find a bridge and a sharp dead man's curve. Legend says if you toss a coin into the water, a boy will toss it back.
The dead man's curve.
It could be. That's not terrifying at all. People claim they've also seen the boy's reflection in the water. Others claim to have been pelted with coins. Further down the road, we've got the Iron Smelter Druid Temple. It's not really a Druid temple, but rather an iron smelter left over from the 18th century. The temple story stuck through, and today it's fenced off to keep all you ghost hunters from getting hurt. Still, it's a little creepy at night, and reports of oddballs having ceremonies around it are not uncommon. Further up the road again, we come to Cross Castle. Although nothing but the foundations remain today, a 3-story castle-like structure once stood in these airy woods. When the stone walls still stood, the place was a hotbed for the satanic and occult. I guess it still is, so maybe don't go there after dark. If the little boy throwing your change back at your face or the Satan worshippers dancing around Cross Castle haven't scared you off yet, let alone the Ku Klux Klan send you on your way. Clinton Road has a long known as a hangout for the Klan ever since the German-American Bund held their little hate camps in the area.
I take it the Ku Klux Klan are still going then?
I think they're still out there, yeah. You don't hear much about them these days. Lastly, don't forget the other creepy things people claim to have seen on this road. A mythical crossbred creatures, supposedly the result of jungle habitats closing in around the 70s, people dressed in strange outfits disappearing, and ghost vehicles chasing cars off the road. All in a lovely trip down Clinton Road. Can you think of a creepier road than that?
Oh.
Maybe the A5.
Oh. What do you reckon?
What do you reckon, guys?
What do you reckon, guys? Can you think of a creepier road than that one? So, I must admit, that one we saw when we were coming back from round by Manchester Castle, that was quite creepy. But then again,
It's quite bendy, that road, as well.
coming through Snake Pass is quite creepy at night.
Especially when it's foggy.
Yeah. And whether we'd see the Phantom Bomber, I don't know. Why are you saying unfortunately, Andy? So, go on, carry on.
Okay, you're not going to believe this because I didn't when I first read it.
Okay.
A woman convinces her husband to shoot a man who telepathically raped her.
What?
A Utah woman is accused of getting her husband to shoot the man next door after telling her husband their neighbour telepathically raped her. To talk about a mind screw. Cops in Central North Salt Lake City say 54-year-old Melanie Selenet sold the idea of a psychic sexual encounter with the guy next door to 53-year-old Michael Selenet. She claimed their 41-year-old neighbour, Tony Pierce, had been using telepathy to tap on her several occasions in the past. Mr. Selenet brought the mind-blowing scenario and sauntered over to Pierce's place, shooting him twice in the back. The head-banging couple is due to appear in court on October the 31st, where she'll do her best to convince the judge she was telepathically raped. Believe it or not, but you must admit she does have something screwy in her head.
Only in America.
Oh, yeah.
Well, was that one you had a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Where did we mention that one? Or was it just on where?
You mean the one where
they had to rape her to get rid of the demons?
They convinced that her vagina was haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was in America though. But
No.
we did say that one, yes. And here's one for the paranormal film buffs.
Okay.
Paramount Pictures has tapped Christopher Landon to direct Boy Scouts vs. Zombies.
Oh God.
As his follow-up to Paranormal Activity, the Mark Ones, the studio released January 3rd deadline reports Ethan Coen was originally attached. Landon wrote and directed the sequel after writing Paranormal Activity 3 and PA4, and co-wrote Paranormal 2. He will then take on Boy Scouts vs. Zombies and will do a director's pass on the Blacklist script by Kerry Evans and EMI Mochizuki before productions begin in the spring.
You know, I'm glad you're doing this because then I don't get tongue twisted.
It's said to be in the vein of the Goonies and is about a local Boy Scout troop that must save the local Girl Scout troop from zombie outbreak in an overnight camping trip. The film is produced by Todd Garner and is Broken Road Productions and Andy Fickman and Betsy Sullinger of Oops Donuts and Brian Brooks and his Brooks Entertainment.
They come up with some weird stories like that one I found today. Squirrels that attack.
Hi, Debs.
Coming out. Yeah, Debs is in.
Oh my God, she says.
You know, it's like that one where they found this. They're doing this one about squirrels. The cutest thing on the earth, apart from guinea pigs. I better say that, otherwise I get shot by Andy. But the cutest thing on the earth. And what do? They make them ravaging, flesh-eating attackers in the new 2014 film coming up called Squirrels.
Oh dear.
Next.
Right. For those of you that have been on the Facebook page, I posted a picture with a white light that looks like a cross.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, this is the story behind it, and I said I'd post this on Facebook later.
Right.
This guy sent this in. He says, I'm a bit skeptic in all things, not only Paranormal Activity, but also religion, which will hopefully clarify that I have no reason to have created this photo.
Right.
I was living in New York City on September the 11th, 2001. I happened to be rollerblading that morning towards the World Trade Center and saw the first plane hit the North Tower.
Uh-huh.
I was so shaken, I took no pictures that day and frankly was disgusted by those who did.
Yeah.
A few days later, I decided it would be okay. The picture that was on Facebook there, this picture was taken on Broadway heading towards canal below 8th Street in Manhattan. You can see the smoke still smouldering and flowing to the left of the picture towards Brooklyn. Up above where the smoke is originating from, the World Trade Center, there was an obvious cross in the sky. The picture was taken on film, and having them developed and glancing through, I didn't see it regardless of the obvious of it. I was showing pictures to my uncle, and his uncle spotted it. It freaked them both out, and it's also on the negative.
Oh.
So it's not just there. It's on the negative as well. So it's not faked. It could obviously be lens flare, of course, but I think it's just nice that it's turned up that way.
Yeah. What was it there? He tried to share it with major news outlets.
Yeah, he tried sharing it, not for profit, but they weren't interested.
But they wanted to. What do you think to that? Have you seen the picture on the KTPF group page? If you want to have a look on there, and you can have a look for yourself, see what you think.
Yeah,
and
Debs has already seen it because she commented on it.
Yes. So I'm going to. I think Marie's in the. I think it's our new Marie Hayworth, that's joined us in the chat room.
Hi, Marie.
If it is, welcome to yourself and Andrew if he's listening. If it's the other Marie and Andy, then welcome to you as well.
And we'll see Andy on Monday.
And we'll see Andy on Monday. So we could end up with two Andys in the group.
Yeah. Okay. This one's a little bit longer.
Okay.
Verger Nick Pickford says, we had a guaranteed cast iron certifiable miracle in the Minster last Monday.
Where?
In the Minster.
Where's this?
Yeah, you'll find out
Oh, right,
later.
okay.
And I was there when it happened. In fact, I discovered it. Now I know that some modern people will scoff at the very idea of miracles, but this wasn't the old-fashioned throwing away of crutches and walking type, but one that involved modern electronic equipment. So it's totally contemporary, man. He was trying to be good there. What happened was that ghostly voices emanated from the squire all through the day, and yet when everything was checked, it turned out that the sound system was completely switched off.
Oh.
Despite this, a microphone was still picking up voices and broadcasting them through the rest of the church. Even when the control panel was physically disconnected, the voices kept coming. It wasn't just me who heard them either. I might have decided they were in my head and done something silly. Luckily, the vicar also detected them. Now, 500 years ago, such an unnatural occurrence would have probably resulted in a letter to the Pope inviting him to send a team to investigate if it was a genuine miracle. If the investigators have given the thumbs up, and why wouldn't they? Then books all over Europe, hieroglyphs, and would have been updated, and yet another wondrous event would have been attributed to St. John of Beverley. And St. John is patron saint of the deaf and dumb.
Oh, is he?
He is indeed. It says, then the miracle of the sound system would have been very appropriate. It may well have increased the number of visitors to the tomb of St. John, which would have been nice. Renewal of the ancient Minster pilgrim traditions.
Mm-hmm.
You see, until Henry VIII kicked out the Catholics, St. John of Beverley was one of the most important saints in England, with miracles being attributed to him fully 800 years after his death. After we walloped the French in the Battle of Agincourt on the 25th of October 1415, on the anniversary of the translation of St. John's remains to a more permanent position in the Minster, it was reported that St. John's reliquary had oozed blood all day.
What's a reliquary? Body.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, right, okay.
Because we won this and was taken as a sign as a miraculous intervention on our side. Although personally, I'd have thought it was a bad sign and led to him becoming the patron saint of England. But that was then. The Protestant churches didn't believe in such things. That's the reason why Beverley Minster was earmarked for demolition in 1550. But that's another story for another time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now I think back, it was probably just a fault in our 10-year-old sound system. One of many we've experienced over the years. It doesn't help that the wiring is underneath the floor because it's darn damp down there. The minster itself is built on the spring lime, and the foundations are saturated ground, and the lime itself soaks up water by capillary.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not surprising that the cable gets damp and starts misbehaving. Over the years, we've dealt with speakers not working when they should, speakers working when they shouldn't, and even on several occasions having to fight through an almost physical wall of screaming white noise when something went wrong. One thing that linked these previous problems was the fact that the sound system was switched on at the time, and this time it wasn't. We don't believe in miracles anymore, but in many other ridiculous things, the existence of a free money tree, that our skies are full of flying saucers packed with aliens, and who won't have sex with Texas? Who want to have sex with Texas rednecks, and Mayan prophecies and so forth. But a simple, honest to God overturning of the laws of physics, the sound system in front of reliable witnesses, the vicar and me, will be regarded as not worth mentioning. Well, we mentioned it, so there you go.
mentioned it.
We did. We did.
God, you've got a lot today, haven't you?
I've been cheated. I've been.
Well, hurry up then, because my Alison's waiting.
It took me all week to get these. Shut up. Right,
God, it's like a bus, isn't it?
Former TNA personality and daughter of wrestling legend Hulk Hogan, Brooke Hogan, is starring in another reality TV show. This one based on psychic phenomenon. Weird America is described by Brooke as ghost hunters without the ghost.
Oh yeah.
And she says she was drawn to the idea after some strange things that have happened in her life. I'm actually personally interested in this show because I have a little bit of history with psychic background, kind of sixth sense type thing. Hogan said, I've had a few different experiences in my life that have made me a little bit more curious, and I want to find out more about it. The show is trying to get into syndication in the US and will probably air on BBC America.
Right.
And last but not least,
At last.
Cher believes in the afterlife.
Does she?
Death claiming ex-husband Sonny Bono's ghost not only lingers around but still pulls pranks on her.
Oh yeah.
When asked about her thoughts on ghosts during the recent AMA, Ask Me Anything on Reddit, I assume that's some sort of American chat room thing. Cher confessed she's a hardcore believer because Sonny still messes with her from beyond the grave. I actually think that Sonny makes lights go on in the house, Cher revealed, adding, I have a beautiful chandelier that makes the light go on when it's impossible and there's no power on.
Now, these skeptics out there... Oh, hello, we got a Charlie's Angel.
Hello, Charlie.
As I say, looking back. Good evening from Canada. Welcome to the show. We'll be getting Alison on in a moment. These skeptics out there, what do you think when lights come on for no reason? Televisions go off for no reason. We've heard a lot about these things, haven't we? Or the television comes on for no reason at all, or changes channel for some reason. You know what I mean? So yes, wondering what you may think to that. We'd love to hear from you.
We have had some of that ourselves. Remember?
We have.
When my nan died for 6 weeks, we had. The sky was changing channel and turning off and all sorts, wasn't it?
Right, well, I'm going to get Alison on. We're a couple of minutes late, but that's
Go
not
for
a
it.
problem. So,
no, Marie, you haven't missed Alison. She's coming on now.
Ready? Pum-pum. So let me just give her a call. Hopefully she is. hopefully you'll be able to hear her. Electrical fault, depends on the situation. I think it's an end house. I think sometimes it's the power surge. Oh, right. Good evening, Alison.
Good evening.
How are you?
Evening,
I'm
Alison.
fine.
Nice to hear from you. It's been a while, hasn't it?
I was just going to say the same to you. It has. How's it going at your end?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'll be glad when I get some good news. So if you've got any, please let me know.
I certainly will. I'll have to do a reading for you tonight if we get a
Yes, that'd
chance.
be great. So I'll just make sure. Can everybody hear her okay in the chat room, if you wouldn't mind? What's the weather like where you are, Alison?
Do you know, it's been absolutely glorious today.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a beautiful sunny day. We've had the family round, been out with the grandchildren and my mum,
Yeah.
spending time in the garden, took them to the playground, then took them out for a nice walk with the dog, fed the swans. It's just been gorgeous for October. I can't believe it.
Brilliant, brilliant. So we've got a few people in the chat room, and so maybe they're asking any questions. We've got somebody from Canada.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Charlie's Angel is from Canada, so
Okay.
whether you know her or him, I'm not sure, but we've got quite a few there. So, Alison, what have you been up to, babe?
Right, okay. Been up to quite a bit of stuff actually, and I know because it's been a while since we spoke.
Yeah.
I've earlier on in the year, my book was nominated for the finals of the People's Book Prize, so I went down to London to the awards.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't win, but it was a fantastic evening, and I wouldn't have sort of changed it because it was just absolutely phenomenal to be part of something like that.
Yeah.
And also my book's being put forward for this year's competition in the Wishing Shelf Awards, book prize as well. So it'll be a while before we find out, what's happened and who's won with that, but that's quite exciting too. Been doing quite a lot of writing. I've just recently done an angel workshop. And I write a lot of my own positive affirmations, and one of them is going to be in the December issue of Spirit and Destiny magazine. What else have I been up to? I'm in the middle of writing an online angel course for people who can't attend personally, the workshop. So quite a few people in Canada have been asking me to do that for a while, so I've made a start on that. So it's all exciting stuff.
Oh, good. Charlie Angel said, yes, you do know her from the Penetang Museum. My sister works there, and she met you on the day of the reveal for the Rescue Mediums episode.
Right. Is it Jan or Judy? Is that Charlie's Angel? Right.
Well, you can ask. So hopefully she'll come back and say whether she's Jan or Judy. We have one person that's asked for a reading, Marie. She'll be on in a bit. So how are we going to do these readings tonight? Are we going to do them via a phone line or through Skype?
To be honest, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I've sort of I'm doing card readings. Obviously, if Spirit deign to give me information sort of, quickly, because they're going to be just a couple of minutes per reading, then that's fine.
Right, okay.
But basically, we'll just see how we go with that.
Okay. It's Judy, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah. Hi, Judy.
So, Jan is going to try and get through, she said.
Okay, brilliant.
Right, so basically, I'm assuming the ticker's working. If it isn't, I'll flick it back on again. If you do want to try and get through to us, it's ktpf.paranormalshow, or you can call 0844 414 3982, and that's in the UK. So please give us a call. Now, before we go into readings, I believe, looking at what you do, you originally, well, I say you originally started. We originally know you from Rescue Mediums, don't we?
Yes.
Which, for those of you who don't remember, it was a program that was filmed. Was it New Zealand?
Canada.
Canada.
Oh, in Canada. Sorry. So, and you was on there for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I did 2 seasons with the show. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant.
Okay. What's happened to your sidekick?
So, to my sidekick?
Yeah. Your friend.
To my psychic sidekick?
Yeah.
Nothing's she's doing well. I saw Jackie the other day, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're both doing our own thing. It's a pity that we weren't renewed, to be quite honest, on the show.
Yeah.
We were both disappointed, but then again, things move on in different ways. So, there's new things coming in all the time. So everything happens for a reason, doesn't it?
Well, this is it. Well, for those of you who don't know, Alison is the author and writer of a book called The Quirky Medium, which she's just said she's been nominated. Her book's been nominated on numerous things, so we wish her luck with that. She's also a Reiki master.
Yes.
Right, where's this one come from?
Right, well, I've been practicing Reiki now for 13 years. And it took me a while, actually 6 years, before I decided to take the big step to become a Reiki master. And initially, I decided to become a Reiki master for me, to raise my consciousness and, just for the healing for myself, really. And then eventually I decided that, I was confident enough to teach, so I became a Reiki master teacher. And, I can't tell you how many people have taught and attuned over the years, but I just feel absolutely blessed to be doing it. For people who are not quite sure, I would imagine most people know what Reiki is all about, but for those that are not quite sure, in a nutshell, it's a natural form of universal healing. It's absolutely beautiful. If you've never had a Reiki treatment before, then I would recommend it 100%. It works on 4 levels of existence: the physical, the emotional, the mental and spiritual.
Yeah.
It's relaxing and peaceful. It can also be quite emotional for some people, which is very natural. If people get emotional, it's old patterns surfacing, so it's a release. So that can be quite common. But, people I've just had, such wonderful feedback from clients, that I've helped to heal, as well as people that I've attuned, that have become Reiki masters themselves.
Yeah.
Some of them have become Reiki masters, they've become Reiki practitioners themselves. So, yeah. So it's something that I've been doing for a long time.
All right. So, Reiki Deb says you sound like her. So somebody's asking about phoning from Canada, I think. I think it's +44. If that doesn't work, I'll give you another number to try. Okay. Somebody's going to try and ring in. Try +44, take the O off, and then 844-414-3982. We'll see what happens there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay then. Do you want to give me a quickie?
How dare you!
Was you going to ask a question then?
Live on it, I was, but go ahead. Live on
What
it.
was the question? Go on, ask the question.
No, that's all right.
But do you want to see what you've got for me? What was you going to say?
No, go on.
Have you got anything for me, Alison? Give me some good news. I need it.
Right. I had a feeling that you were going to ask me this, because I'm sort of knowing that I'm going to be talking to you, I'm sort of feeling quite anxious at the moment about a few things.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that you're waiting for some news to come in.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll do the cards, and then whatever else Spirit give me, I'll sort of talk to you about that as well.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind you going deep or whatever. I don't mind sharing with everybody.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if it's really personal stuff, I won't talk about that.
No, that's fine.
Over the air.
Yeah.
Why is November significant for you? November coming in, unless that's the news that you've been waiting for, possibly.
There is a birthday in November.
Okay, so that's significant then, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the name Jim. Who's Jim? James, Jimmy. Straight away. Okay, well, look out for him then. Maybe he's linked to what's coming in November. Could even be somebody that you're going to have on the show. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe a Jamie. Dun dun dun. Probably
do you know
a Jamie.
Who that is, though? Do you know who it is?
Pardon?
Do you know who that is?
I know a Jamie. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
That's James, isn't it? I assume.
He's actually in the chat room.
He's in the chat room at the moment.
Pardon?
He is in the chat room at the moment.
Excellent. So maybe something that I'm going to be saying later might be for him, possibly.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Right. There's been quite a bit of conflict and defeat going on around you, and I feel that this was in the past and maybe in the not too distant sort of past. So you've had a lot going on. You've had a lot that you've been dealing with, Suzanne. Some of it's been, quite traumatic, but you're such a strong soul. Whatever's happened, you've bounced back. There's also a lot that's been left unsaid because this is the throat chakra card. So this is all about communication.
Yeah.
So although, in a lot of instances you do say how you feel, this is still something that's, buried quite deep down that you haven't been able to say or not been able to say it in the right way in so many words, if that makes sense.
I can take that, yeah.
Okay. And are you teaching you to suck eggs in some respects, I think, when I do a reading for you?
Sorry, say that again.
I said, in a lot of cases, I feel like I'm teaching you to suck eggs with some of the stuff that I'm giving you. This next bit particularly. Are you grounding and putting psychic protection around yourself every day? Because you need to if you're not.
I haven't been, no, because of the way I've been of late.
Right. Even more, what they're saying is, even more because of how you've been feeling of late, it's more important than ever to do that. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that will give you a lift. And I do feel that there is something coming in, and I really do feel November is significant. All right.
Okay.
You need to have patience. That's what they're saying to you.
Right.
And I bet you're thinking, I've had so much patience and I can't wait anymore and blah, blah, blah. But you do have to have a lot of patience because it will be worth the wait, apparently. Okay. So, whatever it is that you want in will come to fruition, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's all about divine timing. Things happen when the time is right. So you do have to be a little bit more patient. But please make sure that you are doing your grounding and you are putting, white light around yourself, putting yourself in a bubble or whatever else you do, okay?
Yeah.
And there is also somebody around you now. I mean, this is, I would say, your other half. There's such a spiritual union between you two, isn't there?
Yes.
And this is what this is indicating. So it's emotionally, physically, and every other way, but particularly spiritually, you are as one. So, and you do actually help to buoy each other. When each of you are down, then you're the one sort of has that strength to help you through. What you're actually dealing with at that particular time.
Yeah.
Okay. Why have I got America around you? Why America? Okay, so look out for that then. So
I've got a friend in America that's moving over here soon.
Oh, right, okay.
So,
right, it could very well be that. But I feel that you will be going.
Oh.
Or there will be a stronger connection than that. Okay. Or some news from America. All right, but there's quite a strong American link there. Right. All right.
Yeah.
So those psychic tarot, by the way, and also help from our friends above that were giving us the information there. So I hope that's been all right for you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know, I'm in the process of going through the paperwork of moving, and I'm hoping that I get a decision.
Brilliant.
That's why I'm saying, I was hoping you'd give me some news. Maybe that's the news I'm going to get in November.
Yeah.
By the time they've sorted out, crossed the I's and dotted the T's, hopefully, they'll say yes, I can move in.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, so that,
Definitely something in November, and I would say that, you know, and it is a fresh start for you.
yeah,
But like I say, the big thing with all this was what they are saying to you: you have to be patient,
yeah,
and put your trust in them, because the wheels are in motion. Just let them deal with it for you. Try not to worry or sort of pressure yourself with that. You've got enough going on as well as that.
yeah.
And it will all work out in the right way, you know, you just have to trust.
Right, okay. Thank you. I'm just trying to find this code. I'm hoping this will work so that somebody wants to ring from Canada.
Brilliant.
So try that one. I've just Googled. I'm hoping that works. Fingers crossed. According to Google, that's how you dial Manchester from Canada. So that's the exit code apparently, and then the UK code. So hopefully that's it. See what happens. Fingers crossed. So
Yeah.
her internet keeps disconnecting, so Skype isn't an option either. She's just going to listen in when she can. Right, she's going to pass the number on to her. Okay. So what? When you've been on investigations before, haven't you?
I certainly have.
Have you been on any recently?
No, not in the type that I went on the show.
No.
But last year I did go with friends of mine, the Extreme Ghost Hunter and the Psychic Biker, to Newcastle Castle Keep. They were doing a ghost hunt there, and I went along to help, and we actually ended up doing, apart from the ghost hunt, a lot of table tipping and stuff.
Yeah.
We also did the rescue of a little girl in there, and it was a private group that was there. Initially we were going to do the rescue, just the three of us, but we decided it would be really nice for them to take part, because the little girl seemed to like one of the ladies that were in the group. So we thought if they were all there, she would go to her, and she actually did. And she was I had her sitting next to me, obviously me looking after her, making sure everything was okay, because she'd never done anything like that before. But it was absolutely incredible. So me and Paul, Psychic Biker, actually, between us, you know, brought a family forward and sent her over to the light. So that was something that was totally unexpected. Mind you, having said that, on ghost hunts, you never know what to expect, do you? As you know.
No, this is it.
And then, do you know what they did the day? Do you know what they did the day after? He said to me, right, this is Stephen. Right, okay. He said, we're going to take you somewhere tomorrow. We're not going to tell you where we're going. We may even blindfold you on the way.
Yeah.
But could you do some predictions for us as to what you're going to find when you get there? So I had absolutely no idea. They didn't even tell my husband John, who was with me, where we were going. So he wouldn't have told me. But it's just, and I prefer it that way. So I did a load of predictions with some like scary stuff that Spirit was giving me.
Yeah.
Okay. And we went along, and it's one of the most haunted properties and places in the world. And the energies in there were just phenomenal. It was really, really spooky. And we went into the torture chamber, and we heard a door slam behind us, and I saw like movement over the the stretch machine thing. They had a dummy over it showing one of those stretch machines, and I just got my camera out and just just took a few pictures.
Yeah.
And one of the pictures has come out with a really spooky black cloaked entity over that stretcher machine in the torture chamber. Really, really, really sort of scary. I was like, I thought there would be something, maybe an orb, but wasn't expecting that. And we think it was the hanged man, the guy that hung a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Because he was hung because he was doing naughties with his girlfriend on the stretch machine, and she ended up being killed on it. And then he ended up being hung for that.
Yeah.
And it was a black cloaked figure, just like he would have been, that was, floating over the top, and that's what I caught on film, which was amazing stuff.
God. Well, we're waiting for our next caller to ring in. It's not in February. I told her maybe the spirits don't want. Like this Canada one's really trying to get in. I'm having trouble getting the code over to her. I can't understand why it's not working. That's what Google said. That
That's what the code is.
that's what. So I had to call Manchester from Canada. Dial the following international numbers: 011, then 44, then 161, and then the local number. So she said, well, perhaps the spirits don't want her calling in.
I'm sure that's not the case.
No, I'm sure it isn't.
And the other lady said, thank you for the numbers, but the operator says not in service. Please give Alison my best and keep in mind the museum for a hopefully Canadian workshop.
Did you get that?
I heard a little bit.
Yeah, she said thank you, but the number, but the operator says the number's not in service. So please give Alison my best and keep in mind the museum for a hopefully Canadian workshop.
Oh, bless her. She's talking about Angel Workshops.
Yes.
She's at the, it's Jan, isn't it?
Yes.
It's Jan Gadsden. She's at the Penetanguishene Museum. So is it her phone that's out of service? Is that what she's saying?
She's saying that my number's out of service, but I just rang it to double check it, and it seemed to work okay.
Right.
The local number that I'm giving her is my actual home number.
Right.
Is
she in the chat? Right. Is she in the chat room now?
She's in the chat room. Yeah.
Can she hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Jan, what we'll do is, if you can't get through on the show, what we'll do is, I'll have a little Skype meeting with you and do a half-hour free reading for you because you can't get through on the show. Bless you, miss everybody over there, miss you girls at the Penetanguishene Museum, and yes, definitely got you in mind for if I come over to Canada to do a workshop there. Cheers.
Okay, Jan. Hopefully you got that okay. So hopefully she'll come back in a minute. She did say that a Skype at the moment's playing up, but it should be a problem, I think. She can get that sorted.
Yeah.
Charlie, Angel, can you please confirm that you got that? Thanks. Or not work for, or NT work for overseas? Please come back. So Marie, are you ringing? You said you were ringing now. Can you ring now, please? Just waiting for her to call.
Yeah, I've just been reminded, and you know where they can go for this, to remind people about the sponsorship.
Oh yes, don't forget if you want to sponsor us to do the sitting with this haunted picture at Drakelow Tunnels for Blessmar, which is a charity for veterans with no limbs, limbless service for ex-servicemen and women. You can go to our Just Giving page at justgiving.com/Suzanne-Taggart1, and you can donate there, and it all goes towards Blessmar, and it goes straight to there. Okay, we have our caller on. Hi, Marie.
Yeah, and just before you get Marie there, Janice said, thank you, Alison. She'll be in touch.
Yeah, Alison, Jan's going to get in touch. She said thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Okay, we have Marie on the line. Are you there, Marie?
Hiya.
Okay, so hopefully, can you hear her okay? Speak with Marie. Marie, speak.
Oh, no, yes, sorry.
Can you hear her? Can you speak, Marie?
Yeah, I can talk.
Right, can you hear her, Alison?
No.
Just about.
Hold on. Let's see what we can do here. The marvels of technology. Right, okay. Can you speak now, Marie?
Yes.
Right, tell us what the weather's like in Oldham.
Lovely.
Go on.
Oh.
Just talk. Talk. Marie, talk.
You not hear me?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to find out whether Alison can hear you. Go on.
All right.
Say hello to Alison.
Hi, Alison.
Hello. Where are you ringing from, Marie?
She said, where are you ringing from, Marie?
I'm ringing from Oldham.
Oldham.
From Oldham?
Yeah.
Near Manchester?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Marie. How are you?
I can hardly hear her, so.
Can you hardly hear her?
Hardly hear her.
Right. No, there's something wrong with is she in a room where there's a telly or something, there's interference with, I can't hear her words clearly.
Right, okay. Is there any... Can you Skype us then, Marie? Would that be better? Yeah, Skype us, babe, alright. We'll get her to Skype us,
Okay.
Alison, it'll be a lot easier, I think.
And we can do a joint one.
Then we can do it that way. She shouldn't be too long.
Yeah. And Andy reckons you've gone all posh, so...
Is that your name? Suzanne-Taggart. No, it's not my name. It's the way they put it on Just Giving. Silly bugger. Right, okay, let's see if we can... right, where are we? Let's just see if we can... here we go. Answer. Speak to me.
Hello.
Hello. Right, can you hear her now, Alison? Speak.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear Alison now. Hold on. Yeah, can't see it. Can you take your
Did you just pick up, or did you...
Hold on.
Did you do a joint?
Hang up. What's happened there? Resume call. Add to group. Hold on. Now speak.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
That's
yeah.
better. Oh dear. Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Okay. Hello, Marie.
Hey, Alison.
Hi, I can hear you really clearly now.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Right. Okay. So you're happy that I give you a card reading? Well, I'm only going to do a couple of minutes. Is that okay to give other callers a chance to have a reading?
Yeah, that's fine, thanks.
Oh, okay. Right. So, if you just bear with me a second and I will pick your cards for you. Have you had a reading before, Marie?
I have.
Oh, have you got a little one there with you?
I have, yeah.
Oh. Hello. Hello there. What's the matter?
It's in trouble off Daddy, I think.
Oh. Oh, bless. Oh. Oh, dear.
Oh, come here. Oh, dear.
Oh, he's really upset, isn't he? Do you want to sort him out before we carry on?
It's alright, his dad's sorting him. I'll go in the kitchen while his dad sorts him.
Oh.
Bit quieter. Right.
Oh. Right, the first thing that I'm getting through is the name Michael, Marie. Do you understand Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. But just as soon as you started talking, that's what I got. And have you recently been bought a ring or given a ring?
I bought one on holiday.
What, very recently?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because they're talking, I've got Michael and I've got a new ring, okay?
Right.
Right. Now, I'm going to do the cards and see, if they give me anything else as we carry on, but I'm just going to do this for you. Right. You've got a decision to make. I'm not sure if it's something that's around you now or something coming in, where you'll feel or you have felt that you're at a stalemate so that you don't feel you're moving forward, you're not quite sure what to do. You're being asked to ask the angels to help with this because these are angel cards, that I've turned over for you.
Right.
But when you're communicating, you do have to ask the angels for help because we have free will. They won't always intervene. So make sure you do that, and they will be, they will help you to be able to move forward with this.
Yeah.
Okay. You're being asked to trust your intuition. You're very intuitive.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know whether you do readings for people or whether you just do cards or something for yourself, but this is what I'm picking up on. All right.
Yeah.
But you really do need to look after yourself. You look after everybody else, but to the detriment of yourself sometimes, and you're feeling really tired with a lot of things that are going on. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, you need to make sure that you've got some you time. That's really important because if you're not feeling 100%, then you're not going to be able to help other people. And, if you're giving all the time, then that can wear you out, so you need to receive. So if people are asking if you need help, then just say yes, that would be great. Or if somebody, offers you, I don't know, wants to buy you a little something, then let them do that. So that you've got that, that good feeling of giving and receiving, which will help to lift you. All right.
Yes.
Once you've made this decision, all right, things are going to start to happen quite quickly. And I feel that you've got Archangel Gabriel on your path. Once Gabriel gets on your path, she does tend to move you along it pretty quickly. Okay, so look out for that. But I do feel, it's all good stuff. Again, though, they are saying that, regarding this decision that you're going to be making, you need to take time to review your options before you start sort of hurtling down this spiritual path even more. New learning coming in as well on a spiritual sort of theme. So you're going to be learning something else or taking part in something that you've not actually done before. And again, I will reiterate, it is on a spiritual level. All right. Yeah. There's a new person that's going to enter your life, and I do feel that this person will literally be like a breath of fresh air. Are you involved in something where you're part of a group of people?
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right, because I feel that will expand in some way. So it could be that the person that's going to come into your life will be, sort of fairly loosely connected with this group of people. Might be a friend of a friend or something like that, that you're going to meet. Right. Your psychic abilities are going to be heightened, really heightened. All right. So if you've been feeling a little bit off balance lately, then that might be why, because what they're doing is they're fine-tuning you even more. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So you do need to make positive, optimistic plans. You are on the right path. There's been a few times where you haven't thought that you have been on the right path and you haven't been quite sure about where you're going. Try not to look too far ahead, too far down the line. Concentrate on the here and now and what's around you and who's around you. Okay? Yeah. But there are happy times ahead for you. And this is the last card in this deck. Absolutely wonderful card. One of the most positive cards in this deck. The Sun card. And it's Archangel Uriel. The wonderful Archangel Uriel. It's going to be a happy outcome, okay? New ideas that lead to success, which I feel link in to what I've already told you. Why am I getting the number 2 all the time?
Oh, my little boy, that's his favourite number. It's all he says.
It's his favourite number?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And have you looked that up at all?
No, I haven't actually.
Right, okay, because while we're talking, I'm going to do that. I'm going to look that up on angel numbers for you, okay?
Okay.
Because I feel that there's a lot of significance with it.
All right.
All right, so number 2, are you listening carefully?
Yeah.
Everything's fine and will continue to be so. Keep believing, especially since your feelings of hope lead to more positive outcomes. The angels can buoy your faith if you ask for their help. Now, this is why he's getting number 2. He's a very spiritual little one, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he comes out with some corkers, doesn't he?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and this is it. So he's got that number and loves that number. You were meant to look that number up. And as I said to you before, the angels want to help. You must ask them. Once you've asked them and you've been specific about what you need help with, then they will be there and they will help you through this, okay?
Yeah.
But you are being asked to have confidence in yourself as well. You've got a lot more to offer, not just to yourself, but to others. And I feel that you're going to help a lot of people further down the line.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hope that was all right for you.
It was. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Take care, Marie.
Right. Thank you.
Take care.
Disconnect, Andy. All right. If you wouldn't mind, if you could disconnect for me.
Yeah, if you do it, you're bound to disconnect the wrong one.
Oh, hold on, I might be able to do it if I do it this way. If not, I'll have to get her back. Are you still there, Alison?
I'm here. I'm not going
okay.
anywhere.
I think he's gone. Right. We've got another one coming on. Hopefully, we'll be able to hear her on the phone. So if you want to give us a call, Debs, when you're ready. So,
Suzanne.
hello.
Suzanne. Can I just ask something? The reading that I've just given to Marie, has everybody listening in the chat room hear that?
Yes.
That's okay. I wasn't sure with us doing the Skype thing whether they heard it or not.
Yep, they did hear it. So, because a couple of people asked what did she just said? so we had to mention what you said. So
yeah, they're all.
Yes, they're saying it's very clear.
Confirming.
You're coming through very clear to them.
That's good. That's
okay.
Good. Thanks.
So
while we're waiting for Debs, going back to Reiki, there seems to be a lot of things out there with different names. Is it basically all the same thing, just energy healing?
Sorry, not quite with you.
Hang on, I shall come over to the mic.
Hold that.
With all the different things out there, like Reiki, are they all basically the same thing, just energy healing?
Not necessarily. It depends what you mean. With Reiki, that's universal healing. I also do angelic Reiki, which is angelic Reiki was channeled by Kevin Core through the Archangel Metatron and the Ascended Master Dwal Kul. And this system is working directly with the angelic kingdom, so it is different than Reiki, Usui, Ryoho Reiki. So that is completely different because angelic Reiki is working with the angels, and Reiki, as in Usui, Ryoho Reiki, is working with universal energy healing. Does that explain it? Okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Right, we've got Debs on the line. Hopefully you can hear us. So Debs, what's the weather like where you are?
It's been absolutely fabulous today.
Right. Can you hear Alison?
Hi, Debs.
Hello.
Hi, it's been gorgeous, the weather here as well. In Cheshire, where are you?
I'm in Doncaster, South Yorkshire.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I love Yorkshire. Love it. I've had some really good times in different parts of Yorkshire.
Right.
One of my favourite places is Hawes.
You where, sorry?
Hawes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Where they make the Wensleydale cheese, isn't it?
I can't really hear it, to be honest with you, Suzanne.
Can you not?
No.
It's a bit weird because I don't know what it is, but you're all low. Seem to be low tonight. Are you hearing her okay, Alison?
I can hear her perfectly well.
Right, okay. So maybe if you turn up your speaker just a little bit, Debs.
I think it's on full. Just one moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear her clearly, Suzanne.
Right, she just needs to be able to hear you.
Well, yeah.
Yes, very, very, very faint. I can just about hear her if I really, really try.
Right, okay. Can you pull that speaker out?
What speaker?
That speaker's got a bit of flex on it. We're going to try something here. Because obviously if I turn it up too loud, then we don't want feedback. Right, so can you talk a bit more for me, Alison, a minute?
Me? Yeah, sure.
Right, okay.
Can you hear me okay now, Debs?
Right, okay, we're going to pull the speaker out a bit more. Right, okay. Try now.
Hello, Debs, can you hear me?
I can hear her a lot clearer now.
That's better. I'm going to get backache, but you'll be fine. Go on then.
Right, thanks, Suzanne. Hi, Debs, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you, Alison.
Good, so you can hear me clearly now.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I love Yorkshire. Hawes in particular is one of my favourite places. We stayed there a couple of nights a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's where they make the Wensleydale cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely, lovely, lovely place. Right, okay, so you're happy that I do a general card reading for you?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, there has been quite a few problems. You've been going through quite a few problems in the past.
Yeah.
This is what I'm picking up on. And I feel that although you've started to move on, you're still holding on to some, some of that stuff, that extra baggage, which really now needs to be released.
Yeah.
Now, we have been talking about Reiki. I'm a Reiki master and a Reiki practitioner. One of the best ways to actually release things that we're holding on to that we no longer need is by going and having a Reiki treatment. Have you had a treatment before?
I'm actually a Reiki practitioner myself, and I am studying for my master's degree.
Right. Are you doing are you doing healing on yourself though?
Yes, I have been doing a lot.
Right. We'll carry on
I've
with.
taken a lot to get me to where I am now.
Pardon?
And yes, there is still a few things there, but gradually I'm getting there. I am getting there.
Right, we'll carry on with your healing then, because this is obviously why they're saying Reiki to me, and I thought they meant that, for you to go to for a healing, but obviously Reiki is a big part of your life, which is excellent. But carry on with it, and it's funny, isn't it, because I teach so many people, and they get to a certain stage and they think that they don't need to do any healing on themselves anymore, but it's so important, self-healing.
Oh, yeah.
It's paramount. And are you grounding before you do any treatments on anybody?
I've not been treating anybody for a good 6 months because I am working through these things myself. So I've not.
Right. Okay. Right. And are you grounding yourself? Are you doing your grounding?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Right. Okay. So make sure that you do that every day. But when you do start to do Reiki healing on people, make sure that you do your grounding. Now, I know, obviously, because they're telling me, there have been a lot of problems, but the Reiki can help you through this. If you're doing your grounding and you're putting your white light around yourself, and and you're doing a healing on somebody, because if you're working towards your Reiki masters, then you do need to be getting a lot more practice in. Okay. Yeah. So make sure that you're getting practice in and you are doing Reiki healing on people. If you're not confident enough to do treatments on people that you don't know, then make sure that you're doing it on somebody, as in those close to you, your friends and your relatives, even on pets. Wonderful.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because they will take as much as they need, as and then they'll move on. But you do need that practice in if you're working towards your masters. That's a really big part of it. But alongside that, do your self-healing. And when you're doing Reiki treatments on people, you will also know, because you're at the stage going in for your masters, that you will get so much of that healing back yourself as you're healing others.
Yeah.
So that's going to help you. So, this is the information that I'm being given here, that make sure that you get, more practice in healing people before you actually, become a Reiki master.
Oh, I've been doing it for years. It's just that because of the problems that I have had, I took the step. I don't think it's right that I give Reiki to other people when I'm still healing
at this.
So.
Right, well, let's see if we can get you through this then, because it's as if you're going round and round on a roundabout and you're not moving forward. It's like you're not getting off, are you? Oh, right, okay. But as I say, make sure that even though you're going through this now and you're doing your self-healing, then, and you're doing your grounding and your white light, then, you're not taking on anyone else's energies and they're not taking on any of yours.
Yeah.
But, you do need to be getting that practice in. Okay. The thing is, with this that you've been going through, I feel that it's coming to the end now. And I can see the road opening up and there's a lot of light coming in. We have the light card, which is one of the most wonderful cards in this deck. Where you can just reach out, pluck a star out of the sky. Things are starting to open up for you, but you do have to believe in yourself more. And, you do need to box a few things off, because I do feel that there's been a few things that you've been procrastinating with, because I don't know whether they've been uncomfortable to deal with or you've not been able to sort them out. ask the angels to help you with this, and they will help you, and they will help to guide you. Ask them for signs along the way as well, because they will leave you signs. There's been so many obstacles and challenges for you. You know, my heart goes out to you, but like I say, this path is opening up for you. But as well as the Reiki, there's something else that you're going to be doing as well. And have you thought about doing any work with the angels?
I've thought about angels. I'm doing a lot of looking into shamanism. But yes, I have considered doing angels. I just wanted to sort of like wrap the Reiki side of things up before I moved on to something else, because I can quite easily start things and never finish things.
Yeah.
So it's something that I have thought about, but it's probably next year.
Brilliant.
Sometime next year.
Okay, but you know, actually working with them, I see what you mean, as in you don't want to sort of do any research on that now, but what you can do, what will help you right now, is ask them for help.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ask them for help and ask them for guidance. You have a guardian angel with you that's with you from birth right the way through to your transition into the other world.
Yeah.
So start communicating with your guardian angel now, who will leave you signs and help to guide you. And as I said to somebody earlier on, they won't or can't always intervene because we have free will. So you need to ask them and start speaking to them. Okay. The thing is, there's been a lot going on around you, but there are so many things that you've done in your life that really you do need to give yourself a pat on the back for.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes I don't think you realise how well you've done with things.
Yeah.
There's so many achievements, that you've done, and, people look up to you, people respect you. But the thing is, because you've been going through so much, you feel that you're letting people down because you're usually the rock, or that's how you feel. But there's no harm in actually showing, that some emotion and just saying that you need help as well. So ask the angels for that help, and they will help to guide you. Honestly, I can see it coming, that path opening up for you, bless you. Okay. I don't know whether you're thinking a lot about your childhood or something around a child or children. Do you understand that?
No, not really, no.
Okay. Well, there's something to do with children. There are issues regarding children. Now, whether this is your children or somebody else's children, or whether you're going to be working with children, but this is what I'm getting through this card. So that it will either be, it's something to do with children, okay? Right. So it will either be your own inner child that needs to come out and play a little bit more, or memories from your own childhood, which could link into the inner child thing, or it will be something around a child or children, either around you now or coming in, all right? There's going to be news of an exciting new venture coming in, a new endeavour. And you will be asked to use your originality and ingenuity. I can never say this. Ingenuity. Don't ask me to say that again. Ingenuity. Okay. So as I said to you before, exciting times. Path of light coming in for you. You've got the light card. Using your wonderful intuition. You're so intuitive. Yeah. Do you use crystals at all, can I ask?
I do, yes.
Have you got a citrine?
Yes.
Carry it round with you in your purse.
That's really funny you should say that, because last week at work, for some reason, I was just at work, not thinking of crystals or anything like that, and for some reason, citrine actually came into my mind, and I just cast it to the side, because I just thought, why would I think of that? So now you've said that, that's quite
significant. Yeah, because they've just given me citrine. Do it, carry it around in your purse. It's the abundance stone, it's the light stone, it's the happy stone, and either your spirit guide or your guardian angel has given you that information about the citrine, because that will lift you. And when you're having a bit of a moment, let's say, just take just take your citrine out of your purse and hold it, and ask the angels to put their golden light around it, and that will help to lift you.
Yeah.
Okay, so, just start communicating with the angels. Like I say, get your citrine, carry it round in your purse with you, okay, and, bless you, and I hope everything goes all right for you.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
All right, then.
Okay, then. Thank you, Alison.
Bye, Debs. Bye.
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 Right, well, that was Debbie. I'll speak to you soon, Debbie. Bye. Right, well, that was Debbie. Well, just to give you a message, if she didn't say it then, but she said thank you for the reading, Alison. That was Marie. Okay.
Oh, right, okay. She's welcome.
So Alison, have you got any more MBSs coming up?
I've not. What happened was, the last one, that I normally do the Nantwich Mind, Body and Spirit Fair, but it coincided when John and I were in Spain for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I missed that one. And I'm so busy with everything else that I'm doing with the workshops and the online angel course. I'm also doing, I'm doing a weekly spiritual development course. So I've got 9 of them on the course that come to see me every week. And then I've got 3 or 4 clients that come to see me on a one-on-one, on an ad hoc basis, because they've got, really busy jobs that take them all over the country. So they want one-on-one tuition sort of for a full day, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They can't come in the group one. So I've got so much going on that something had to give, because to be quite honest, I was feeling quite worn out. And it's funny, but, when I was saying to Debs as well, she feels like she's the rock and everybody looks up to her, and she feels like she's letting them down, but she's no need to feel like that at all.
No.
But, with us, and I bet you're the same as well, I'm good, I need to practice what I preach sometimes. When I say to people, have some you time, you need some time to yourself. But now I'm actually listening to that, and, I'm taking heed from that. So I can't do everything all of the time, so something has to give a little.
Yeah.
I will be doing more, because I've had a list of the Mind, Body and Spirit fairs that are coming up in Cheshire from Rosemary for next year, so I will be doing a couple of those, but I'm not quite sure which ones yet. But I think I've done enough, and I've had enough for sort of this year, and I've got enough going on at the moment in my life. So that's where we're up to.
Well, that's good. As I say, I did notice that you did make a remark about the fact that, you have been taking on a bit too much of late, and it's time to have a bit of me time.
Yeah.
you know, so.
And you have to do that, don't you? And I think rest and rejuvenation is one of the most important things in our lives.
Yeah.
In that, us human beings think that we have to race round at 100 miles an hour. And a good one for this is, this will make everybody laugh. It flaming hurts.
Yeah.
But I had the girls round, my little granddaughters last night, and one of them was upset. She's a little spiritual soul, Olivia, and she has like a little wooden box that she has her crystals in. And she'd left them in my meditation room at the top of the garden, so she was upset because she wanted to look at them in this box. So me being me, went out, it was pitch black outside, went to the top of the garden, got the crystals, started walking down the path, skidded on something, tried to sort of stop myself and whacked my elbow so hard, on the funny bone.
Ow.
And I was in agony. To be honest, I saw stars. I felt sick. I was sitting on the swing on the garden. I was thinking, oh God, angels, please take this pain away. It was so painful.
Why do they call it a funny bone? Because it don't make you bloody laugh.
No, it wasn't funny. And then this morning, I went to the top of the garden for something else, and I looked down and I thought, God, there's a big skid mark on the path. And when I looked, do you know what it was? A banana skin.
Oh my God!
Because one of the girls that had bananas last night, 2 of them have obviously put the skins in the bin, and I think the little one, who's only 3, has got excited playing outside, chucked it on the floor, and Nana slipped on it and really whacked the elbow. So,
no.
So that teaches me to slow down, doesn't it?
Well, I've got a hi Alison for you. I'm not sure who it is, but it's NT Work for Overseas. It's either Jan or Judy. Hi Alison, thanks for all the healing. Dal and Jan sent my way.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, okay.
So that
Very
must be
welcome.
Judy. So
that's lovely.
I think
that's
it's Judy.
Lovely. Oh, bless her.
So, but there's a message for you anyway. So basically, you believe in crystals, do you?
Yes, I do. I mean, don't ask me loads of stuff about crystals.
No.
I'm still expert, but there are, I do have my favourites. And
Yeah.
the tree, when I was talking to Deb, they just gave me, Spirit gave me a citrine crystal, and it was so significant to her, wasn't it? You heard what she said.
Yeah.
And another of my favourites is the amethyst, because that's a lovely protective stone. And the rose quartz, of course, that's a lovely gentle love stone, isn't it?
Oh, this is it, yeah. So you use angel cards, obviously.
Yes.
What's your favourite packs? Is there a favourite pack you've got or recommend?
Yes. The pack that I absolutely love at the moment is Angel Tarot.
Yeah.
The Angel Tarot deck gives a really, really good reading, because when I do readings for people, they are psychic readings. So, I am a medium, so I do receive messages from Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's a little bit different over the phone,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because Spirit, well, they will come forward, but because we're on sort of like a time thing, on a tight, time frame, it's a little bit more difficult. But I mix it up, and I do obviously the spiritual reading and the cards as well.
Right. Well, Debs has said she can't believe the citrine thing. It's just showed her that she should listen more to her inner voice.
Absolutely, she's so spiritual. And yes, definitely that's and it's a learning curve for all of us. I mean, I've done that. I thought, oh, where have I got that from? Where's that come from? And then you realise, they give it you for a reason, don't they?
Well, this is it. And Charlie Angel, which I think might be Jan, I'm guessing here, she says she's looking forward to seeing you again, and you're such a wonderful lady.
Oh, likewise, Mrs.
It's nice to be loved, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know. So, well, thanks a lot, Alison. It's been great as always.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll speak to you again in maybe 6 to 8 weeks' time, if we've got time before Christmas, or maybe afterwards.
That would be lovely.
So, yes, that was Judy who said you're a wonderful lady.
Oh, bless her.
Okay, but as I say, thanks again. It's been great, and thank you for being on the show and supporting us, just by being here.
You're very welcome. I've enjoyed it. Thanks, Suzanne.
Cheers. Take care.
You too.
Good night.
Bye.
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 Well, that was Alison, and Judy can now take her dog out, who's been crossing his legs for the past 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us from Canada. It's been really nice having you on the show. Sorry you couldn't get through. I don't know how come you couldn't get through. But as I say, hopefully next time, maybe, if you're listening in to another topic or when Alison's on the show, hopefully we'll see you again soon. But thank you, Jan and Judy in Canada for joining us tonight. Okay, and having rest of the day. I assume it's a daytime there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Just so I'd like to say that we've been given a sick note here, or a late note, I should say, from Doc Savage. Yes, he said he's been doing painting. So, and you please do try again. Thank you very much. As I say, we've got a late note from Doc Savage here saying that he's been doing painting, so we'll have to let him off, I suppose.
He'll have to listen to the replay, won't he?
He will have to listen to the replay.
See what he missed.
What we're going to do is we're going to play our little advert, okay, and we'll see you afterwards from these people, I suppose.
The Paranormal Intelligence Gathering Services Ghost Store is a one-stop shop for all of your ghost hunting gadgetry needs. Run by ghost hunters for ghost hunters, the shop is filled with all of the latest in investigation equipment, shipped in from all around the world, from high-quality digital dictaphones to EMF pumps, infrared illuminators to laser grid pens, CCTV equipment to data loggers. All of our equipment has already been imported, so you can buy it safe in the knowledge that there will be no hidden costs. And with our postage promise, you'll never pay more than the actual postage price. So visit www.the-pigs.co.uk/ghost store.
Yeah, that's our little advert for the ghost store. So if you feel like buying anything,
Have a look.
on there. So they've got some good things coming up.
And they will be joining us soon.
Yes, definitely. They'll be coming on
they're
soon.
not exactly our sponsors.
No, they're not sponsors. I didn't say sponsors.
That's what Andy said.
All right. They have great products with great service for all your paranormal equipment. So, no, they're not sponsoring us. Don't worry. No, they're not sponsoring us. We're just doing a good deed for a good deed. So, as I say, they did allow us to use the REM DD. So we're just paying, giving them a favour for a favour. That's what you do, isn't it? So it's a classic American TV line. Yes, I know it is. Hello, it's Rab from Crime Watch, and I did hear a pig honking. Yes, you did. Well, pigs, isn't it? There's on quite a lot of them. So I hope you've enjoyed Alison tonight, giving us some readings. I don't know what happened with the phone. It was very low for some unknown reason. If you heard the beep halfway through one of them calls, it's because I was trying to turn it up a bit, but it was actually all the way. So I don't know what's happening there.
No, it's a
bit of hit and miss, isn't it?
Kind of happens from time to time.
Yeah.
But what I will do is put that speaker back.
Yes, why are we getting feedback? All right, okay. So at least we worked around it. Mind you, we're not an exact studio. Perhaps we can sort something out when we move and try and get some more technology where we can get proper lines fed through in somewhere. So we're not that technologied, are we, really, to try and do that sort of thing? So, well, I know we're good at what we do, but we try our best. So, and I think everyone enjoys it. Andy said, what did he do the rest of the week? Yes, no, Andy. He said, what do I do for the rest of the week? He said, he misses us.
Research.
Research, yes, research. We need you to tell us topics and stuff like that.
No chickens.
Yeah, no chickens. We've not had a chickens for a while. And there's a few shows that have fallen by the wayside of late as well, wasn't there? That, internet shows. So, well, next week, we're not finishing, but just to let you know that next week we've got Lionel Fanthorpe back with us. And I'll be telling you a bit more about what we're talking about.
The Kung Fu Viking Vicar.
Can I add, anyone interested in any energy healing should read Secret of the Golden Flower. Okay, we'll have a look at it in a minute.
It's Taoist, he said.
It's Taoist.
He said it's Taoist.
Energy healing. I'll have a look at that in a sec. But until then, we're going to give you the paranormal events. And here's a word from our sponsor.
What?
Yep.
We've got all the news right here. Don't go away.
Fed up of wading through the activities and events that other advertisers include? Find just what you're looking for at paranormaleventsforyou.com, your one-stop paranormal directory.
On the 8th of October, Tony Stockwell Tour 2013 is at the Haymarket, Walt Street, Basingstoke. On the 25th of October, Grave Encounters are at Halloween at the Skirrid Inn, Clang v Angle, Killarney. On the 26th of October, UK Shadow Seekers are doing a mystery ghost hunt, and I can't tell you any more. Contact them for details. Also on the 26th, Haunted Places Paranormal doing the Royal Gunpowder Mills, Walston Abbey. And on the 31st of October, Spooktacular Events at the Herefordshire Hall with Most Haunted's Brian Shepherd.
So check out the one-stop paranormal directory for more investigations and events available now. Paranormaleventsforyou.com also offers banner advertising for only £10 per year. See our website for more details. ParanormalEventsForYou.com, your one-stop paranormal directory. Yeah, well, there are the events coming up in the next couple of weeks, up until November. We'll be giving you November's next week. I'm sure we'll be adding them, won't we, Steve?
We will.
So quite a few events coming up. There's some new events as well coming up. You know, new locations. You know, that Newsham Hospital in Liverpool. It's getting popular. It is getting popular. So
we've seen that a lot, and we went ourselves, like we said last week.
Yes.
And it's unfortunately you didn't get to do much.
No, I didn't.
Because you sat in the hub. There was a lady who hurt her foot.
Yeah.
You wasn't there, Roxy. Now shut up.
But as I say,
for those of you that don't know, Roxy's our little dog.
Yes.
And she's being cheeky tonight.
She's being cheeky. Yeah. Fetch that one. But there's not only that, and those of you wondering what the mystery one is, the mystery one is actually in the Bolton area, and basically it's not a lot of paranormal groups do it. In fact, we are the second group to do it because they don't advertise it. So it will be good. So yeah, that's the hub, not pub. I don't know where you got that from. Oh yeah, I sat in the hub all night, not in the pub.
Yes.
But yeah, so and then we've got Sheffield. That's one that's starting to become popular, isn't it? Sheffield Town Hall.
Sheffield Town Hall.
So we'll be doing that in December.
Lovely building.
Really nice. So that'll be the first time we're doing that one.
Yes, that will be our Christmas one.
So, and Morecambe's still going strong. Morecambe Winter Gardens. So
I love Morecambe.
Yeah,
I do love Morecambe. It's
and all the money goes to try and getting it back to the theatre that it was.
Yep, it's so atmospheric, that place.
But Sheffield Town Hall, we're going there on the 14th of December. We are including a Christmas buffet.
A buffet.
So and we still have places left. And if you fancy going to the mystery one in the Bolton area of Greater Manchester, we've got 3 places left.
And you never know, we might even talk Santa Claus into turning up at Sheffield.
Well, you never know. So, but we want to know what you're doing, what places you've got going on, what places you think are good. Tell us your experiences at these, at these locations. We want to know all this. If you've got an event coming up, put it on paranormaleventsforyou.com, and please remember not to add your prices. Just add a link so that people can go and see what's going on. And Jamie, what do you reckon? Do you think she was on about you in November? Could this be connection when she was giving me my reading? What do you think? What you got planned for me in November, Jamie? So, but
there might be a Jamie down at Drakelow. Because we're going down there in a second.
Oh, you never know. Could be something to do with Drakelow, so perhaps Andy knows. He said, let me think. But yeah, there's some great venues coming up, isn't there? There's some new ones. But the thing is, with new ones, don't you find that with new ones that people are a little bit cagey about going to them? You know, it's a bit of a catch-22. They want, if you're going to one too often, it's like it's been done too much. And if you go to new ones, some people think, well, how do we know there's something there? You know, it is a bit catch-22, isn't it? What do you think?
They want the excitement, but they don't really want to check out new places until it's been checked.
Until it's been checked enough, you know what I mean? But so I don't know what you think about that. You know, give us a call. Tell us what you think. What places you think. You know, what's your opinion about these new places coming up? Yeah. Is it a good thing for us? Is it a bad thing for us?
What was that Dunwich, Andy? Andy said he went to Dunwich.
Recently visited Dunwich. Well, give us a call. Tell us what it was about. Where is Dunwich? I've heard of Dulwich, but not Dunwich. And so yes, I think I'm not sure if he is going to Drakelow, John. I know he is on the actual.
He's going to the cage,
isn't he? I don't know whether he's going to Drakelow. So, but
Jamie said he loves new places.
I like new places, you know, to get that new feel. But you know,
you do, but at the same time, it has to be visited quite a lot to start with, just to get things journey.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's very,
How do you-
it's very.
Debbie, give us a ring back. Tell me what you feel if I was to say to you we're going to a new place. Would you go? What's your feeling? You know, you're, for want of a better word, a paying customer. You know what I mean? What do you think about new venues? Is it worth doing, or would you prefer to wait and see how it goes with other groups, whether it pans out? You know. So Andy said, "You never know until you try them," which is true.
And Dunwich is falling into the sea.
Oh God, I don't want to go there then. But you know what I mean? This is the thing, you know. John in Minnesota, how do you feel about new places? What's your feel over in America? You know, give us a call. You know, tell us what you think. Come on the show. That's what it's all about. You know, telling us your views. Give us a call on 0844 414 3982.
And Joe wants to go to the Wolf's Lair in Poland.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
It's where they did Valkyrie. The Valkyrie thing. It's when they tried to kill Hitler. Hitler's bunker.
So apparently it's a very haunted town. Is that Dunwich? Or
Dunwich,
are you on
yeah.
about Poland again?
No, I think he's on about Dunwich.
So, but yeah, it's you know it's strange, isn't it? So you know it's a weird. That's the thing when you're selling events, isn't it? You've got to, you know, either pick somewhere which is reputed to be haunted, and it's got a lot of history and it's got that crowd puller, or you know, it's just ghost. Do you mean that silly man with the moustache? No. Pronounced Dunnish. Oh, all right then. Ghosty. That's that guy that I can't think what his name. There's a comedian. Is that a comedian you're on about?
You're on about. So
Be interested to see what you think of the Lomax, which is not open to the public invest. Well, we'll find out tomorrow.
we will. Yes.
So, and we have Marie, if she's still there. It's her husband that's joining us, Jamie. So we will see you there about 7:30, 8 o'clock. H.P. Lovecraft wrote Dunnish horror based on the town. All right, interesting. And where is this Dunnish? What part of England is it in?
It's just down from Dover, I think. It's further around the coast from Dover.
From where? Dover.
It's right on the coastline. The cliff is falling away and the town's going with it.
All right, it's a bit too far for me, unfortunately. So, see that they can tell me this on the phone.
Yeah, he could, but he's not ringing up.
He's not. So,
I mean, it's not actually at Dover, but it's just down around the coast, I think.
I see. So it's in Essex. Oh, it's in Essex, Danny.
Yeah, it's around the coast, right on the coastline.
Is it near Southend?
Southend.
North Essex.
North Essex.
So what's North Essex? What's that? Up near Harwich Redoubt? Is that near? Is Harwich Redoubt North Essex? I don't know.
Hashtag.
I've got a book on the Dunwich murders. It's weird. We'll lend it to Sue. Lend it you, Sue. Oh, hello. I was looking at Andy then. I thought, are you going to lend it to me, Andy? Yes, do that, Marie. I'll have a look at that. I'm working on school stuff. Yes. So, right. Suze. What? What, Suze? Suze. He calls me Suze. He's the only one who does, I must admit. But have you enjoyed this evening anyway? As I say, we're going to tell you what's coming on next week. Lionel Fanthorpe. I'll tell you what he's going to be talking about. Dun dun dun. Let me just get my emails up. And if you hear Tom Hanks rather in a minute, then I apologise. Looks like you're going to. But you got mail. Let me just find out where I put it. Mr. Fanthorpe. He's going to be talking about the mysteries and secrets of the Masons, the story behind the Masonic Order, and its link to the Knights Templars and the paranormal world. So that's what we've got on next week, okay? And I'm hoping also that we've got a young lad coming on talking about his new book about Borley Rectory. So hopefully that's coming on as well. Okay. I've put 2 images on your Facebook page. Okay, thank you for that. Just have a look. See? Put that there.
One's the picture in the mirror he was talking about.
Right, okay. And then the week after, who've got on the week after? Let's have a look. We've got a medium on called Ryan Gooding. He's making it big down in the Sussex and Kentish area. And then the week after that, we have our dear friend Tony Topping. And with a subject that could be close to Andy Mercer's heart. Or at least interest. He's going to be talking about British Occult Service and 007, the esoteric nature of. So that's what we're going to be talking about in a couple of weeks' time. When is Derek's new book out? I don't know.
At the moment, I think it's scheduled for December.
I think it's
but we haven't got an actual date for it yet.
So yes. So that's what we've got coming on in the next couple of weeks. And then the week after that, we've got Alien Bill, whoever he is. Somebody talking to us about stuff.
UFOs?
Yes, I'm waiting for him to send me a bio so I can work out what I'm going to ask him. But next week should be interesting because we're talking about the...
and he's saying John D was the original 007.
Who's John D?
I know Jack D.
But this Knights Templar in the paranormal world, that should be quite interesting.
Yes, it should.
And you know what Lionel's like? We've booked him in for an hour, but anything could happen. Jesus, I thought was Jack D then. Tony Topping is a bit out there, isn't he? Yes, he is.
He is indeed.
Alien Bill. Don't ask. I haven't got a clue. Somebody recommended him. It was our friend Malcolm Robinson. He recommended him. He's going to be talking about his first book. Which is being published next year. They have hundreds or so of his X-File pictures in, which he have around 47,000. He has dozens of these when he met in London with somebody. But and he also says he has proof of life after death, and you are not alone in the universe. A couple of biggies for humanity. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm sure we'll find out more. But yeah, next week should be interesting. Knights Templar and all that, and Paranormal World.
Oh, just for the replay, who can't see the chat room. John D was the astrologer royal to Elizabeth I.
Oh, right.
The original 007.
I see. So, this brings us to an end of another night.
He was a scientist and mathematician and came up with the term the British Empire.
Did he now? And just to reiterate something that Andy mentioned earlier, you was on about Taoist or something.
Taoist.
So let me just jump back. You're not supposed to do that. You were saying that copy link. If I go there, paste and go.
Yeah, he did put a link in where you can get it.
The Secret of the Golden Flower by Richard Wilhelm and Carl Jung. An ancient Taoist alchemical text. Which is, what was he saying about energy?
It's the original energy healing.
Yes.
It's the way it all started.
Taoism.
Taoism.
He said it's pronounced Taoism.
I don't care. I say Taoist.
So
I don't care.
Yes, Jamie, I have. Yes, Jamie, you have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have seen Jet Li call it Taoist, not Taoist.
All right, okay. So Jet Li said Taoist. So, but yeah, so that's what's happening next week. So I hope you'll join us. It should be quite an interesting topic.
This is where it's at.
So hopefully you'll come and join us next week. I asked Andy if he had eaten an encyclopedia, and he said yes. The origins of healing, energy healing. So, so until next week, all I can say is, remember, everybody, please enjoy the week. If you're doing anything, let us know about it. Paranormal wise, that is.
Yep, we can let everybody else know so they can support you.
You know, so and until next time, good night and God bless, and keep the paranormal friendly. Good night and God bless.
Night, everyone.
To see in the night, to measure the spike, to see how cold it's been. I buy my kit so I won't forget the ghosties that I have seen. The Paranormal Intelligence Gathering Services Ghost Store. So visit www.the-pigs.co.uk/ghost store.